Welcome to Estonia. My name is Riin Alatalu and I'm the Associate Professor of Heritage Conservation and Restoration in Estonian Academy of Arts. But I'm also the President of ICOMOS Estonia. Human rights and rights-based approaches in heritage protection are very often connected with indigenous cultures. Why we are talking about this in Estonia, a very small, very interconnected country in northeastern Europe, where we have only 1.3 million people living here. The rights-based approaches is actually a method, a tool, how to solve potential conflicts in heritage protection. The idea behind the rights-based approaches is to ask questions more than to find all-in-one suitable solutions for everybody. The rights-based approaches terminology divides the parties in heritage protection into rights holders, whom we usually mean the local communities, and the duty bearers, whom we usually mean the administrations and governments. But this is not as simple as that. For example, we can divide them to the people who have lived in one community for generations, but also the newcomers who have brought in the money and helped to restore their heritage places are an important part of the community. So the method of rights-based approaches is, first of all, to find out who are the most important people whom we should address when we make the decisions in heritage protection. ICOMOS Estonia, together with ICOMOS Norway and our neighboring countries, we organized a training on rights-based approaches in Estonia in May 2019. And when doing it, our most important aim was to contact all people that are really relevant. First of all, it was of course the ICOMOS members from many countries, from Sweden, from Ireland, from Latvia, from Russia, from Switzerland, from Argentina. But secondly, it was most important not to get only the international experts behind the table, but to get the local people. And we started with, first of all, the students of Estonian Academy of Arts and also Tartu University. Then we approached different communities. One of them is the community of Lahemaa National Park, our most important national park in Estonia. The others were the Society of Tallinn Old Town. And Tallinn Old Town is our most important World Heritage Site. So the people who live in this valuable city, they have formed a society to protect their rights and to stand up for them. But there were also some smaller communities, some smaller suburb societies that they're involved. But this was not all. We also invited to the training the people from National Heritage Board and Environmental Board. We called for the people from Estonian Institute of Human Rights. We called the people from the Office of Estonian Chancellor of Justice. We informed our parliament. So the range of people who participated was really broad. And the way that we organized the training, we tried to be very flexible, to give people the possibility not just to listen to the experts, but also to actively participate. As a part of a 5-day training, we had the excursions, the guided tour, for example, in Tallinn Old Town, where the society people showed the city and also addressed the problems that they had and got instant feedback from international experts. We had a round table here in Lahemaa Park together with local people and also Environment Board and National Heritage Board people. We had several trainings together with the students of heritage conservation in our Academy of Arts. We had some more guided tours and lectures. We had the seminars for the students, and we had the public lectures for wider audience. And what is also important, we had a good media coverage. So we wanted to spread the information about the training as widely as possible. And the outcome was very good, because we had what we had achieved was to create a dialogue between the different parties, and also what we had achieved is that we took the questions of heritage protection outside the close circle of experts, but included also experts from other fields, and also, most of all, of course, the local communities. Rights-based approaches is also known as our Common Dignity initiative, and the wording speaks for itself. Heritage is a very important part of the dignity of the communities and the societies in general. So heritage has to be treated with respect in all ways. And when we talk about rights-based approaches, we talk about how to involve in every decision-making process as many parties involved as possible, and how through negotiations, talking and dialogue, how we can solve the potential conflicts.